Welcome back to McLovin Garage.
There are police reported ahead.
Thank you. There are police reported ahead. We are on I-5, headed northbound in Washington to go look at a potential new car for the channel. We're about two miles from our exit, and not only are we going to go look at a car, of course it's a Mopar, but then we're also going to drive over to Dead Dodge Garage and Jamie, because I've got some stuff in the back for him for my 340 build, and just some parts that I'm going to trade him for the work that's being done. So come along with us. Like I said, we're about 15 minutes away from seeing this potential car, and I'm kind of excited about it. It's going to might be a cool one for the channel. So come check it out with us.
(1973) Plymouth Satellite, green with a white vinyl top. Trunk floor is good. Awesome little car. The interior is immaculate. Headliner's pretty good. A little wood grain on the dash, couple cracks, not bad at all. Carpet's a little nasty. We are a pretty nice little car. Got a 318 automatic. Torn down, but nice and blue. Just a cool little car. About to load her up.
Right about there. Okay, put her in park. Dude, nice job. That was perfect. Couldn't ask for you to do it any better. There's a place where all the dead Dodges live.
Your destination is on the left.
Hey, so we're up at Jamie's Dead Dodge Garage's house, and currently we're scraping gaskets. We're going to try to make this run real quick before we take it home. This is my new to me 1973 Plymouth Satellite. It's got a 318, a 904 automatic, and an 8 1/4 rear end. It came to me like this, and so we're going to try in a real quick fashion to see if we can at least get it to bark off and run. Not worried about having the radiator hooked up, not worried about any of that. The odometer shows 23,000 miles, 23-ish. The previous owner thought that it was probably 123. The inside of the engine would indicate that that's probably right. You can see these passages are not completely filled with carbon. Inside of the motor is not all sludgy. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get this cleaned up, put the intake and carb on, see if we can't make it run before we take it home.
Put the intake and some valve covers on it. Getting ready to start it. What do we got?
We have everything.
Ooh,
We got lights, we got dials.
great.
Nice.
Perfect. Battery helps.
Woo.
Got lights, let's see if this thing works. Ooh. The fuel gauge works. Ooh. Ooh! We've got things. She's doing a thing. Yeah. So it looks like there's no crank in park. We'll see what happens. Just need to adjust the linkage. Catch you in a minute. That's cool. Ooh. We even have a heater. And lights. This is cool. Even the fuel gauge works. She is mint. Ooh. Sounds like we've got a radio too. Dang. Really perfect, dude. What the heck? And it's got the blinkers on the fenders.
It's too nice.
This thing is mint.
Everything works.
I know. You're saying fuel gauge?
Yeah.
Wipers?
Radio,
Radio works?
brakes,
Brakes work? Headlights work?
all the lights. I didn't check the tail lights, but I bet they do.
I bet the blinkers and brake lights work too.
The blinkers sure do. I even tested them.
Ooh, perfect.
Well,
Ooh,
souvenir for you.
nice.
Gasket. Might be able to save that.
Because why not?
Yeah. All right, we better find some coolants, I guess.
That's overrated. Kitty cat. Ooh, maybe I can get a better view. Kitty. Oh, hello. And we have 5 gallons of fuel ready for this thing. What do you think, Dad? Do you think you got hurt?
No,
No.
I'm stoked about this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it made it.
Nice.
But I don't think I...
Well done. Oh, is it one of those safety
Yeah, that's a child lock.
lockers? Oh, did you get it?
I don't know that I did. There we go.
That's ta-da. Perfect.
Gotta love the child lock.
Oh yeah. This car's pretty mint.
It's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah,
I got it, buddy. You're good.
sounds good.
Oh, is this by the...
A lot of cool things happening. Looky there. So, Jamie said it doesn't start in park.
Is it in neutral, buddy?
I'll put it in neutral.
I have noticed the choke is kind of disabled here.
So,
Flap is stuck open. Someone did that.
let's see.
We could fix it, but I don't know.
This is exciting. This dash is so nice.
Definitely recommend draining that coolant. Yeah,
And shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Ambutra.
Look at that.
For prescribing information, call
That even works. Wood grain is so nice. Of course, you gotta have the tree in there.
Man, I like that putt. Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Ooh,
It's only single exhaust? Yes. But it's like, it's 2.5.
such a cool car. I want to drive this thing. I'm excited.
Are you ready in there?
I am for sure ready, sir.
It's in neutral.
Yes, sir.
Duty on it, bring the key. If this thing fires off.
Ooh. There she is, boys. And girls. Doesn't sound too bad.
Okay.
That's too much. Interesting. Go. Really didn't. That's kind of odd. I'm thinking that idler set super low. Ooh. Again. Oh. Why? Go. Uh-oh. Battery connection. That one big tick sound is a classic indicator. One of these cables losing contact. How about now? She's a little grumpy. I don't know if we're actually getting fuel.
What was our find, Dad?
Yeah, so it had a dirt dauber nest in the inlet of the carb. So we're gonna solve that and then get it back together.
Yeah. The carb doesn't look too bad in there, but it definitely didn't look good where the daubers
I like the
put a
bottom.
hole in it. You've got a running car now. A couple spider butts later and it's alive again.
That idle screw is all the way out.
Yeah, that was like 500, 400.
Pretty low.
Listen to the exhaust.
You got left side? You got right side?
The front one work? On that side? Can you see the front one, Allan?
Can't see the front, but the side marker works. Cool. Nice. Yeah, the front one works.
And it's idling. Wow. Got a solid little exhaust leak, but
Hey, what do you think,
alright.
buddy?
I think it's great. I like it.
Me too.
I'm ready to drive it.
It runs. It actually sounds okay for the crap gas that's in it. Heck yeah. Get rid of it.
We got working power steering, but the horn doesn't work.
Let's do it.
Now we're gonna get it off the trailer. But while I'm here, why don't you put down in the comments what you think of this car and some of ideas what we should do with it. We are always excited to hear your input.
And it comes down. No sure grip though.
Can't win them all.
And I'm not positive, but it looks like that tire. Bring her down.
Let's get ready.
I don't mind.
Transmission testing.
Yeah, we
Let's see.
connected it. No, I know it's connected.
This is exciting.
Alright, let's see what the transmission do. That's a gear.
That one works.
Oh, that's a gear. That is definitely a gear.
That one works. This is exciting.
Figure it out from there. I may not have any fluid though.
Why don't we drive it? See what it does.
We're a little concerned the transmission might be low on juice.
Ooh.
I probably don't have any on hand, but we'll see.
All right. The aftermath of working on a car. Picking up all of the tools. Perfect start.
Allan went to get some. There is enough in there.
Not much brakes. Not much.
Yeah. It's not a happy battle.
You don't really have brakes, but that's all right. Who needs brakes when you've got a car this cool?
It'll stop it, but
Safety
it's not good.
third.
You notice the air shocks on there?
I did.
We like
Good
it.
there.
You can leave it if you want. Yeah.
See a little low?
We better wait for it.
Okay.
Ooh.
It just only barely does transmission.
Don't you hate?
When these old cars like sit around, they just
Such a beautiful car. It's not perfect, but that's what I love about it. You're not scared to drive it. It's amazing. At least I think so. That might just be a hot take, though. Putting some transmission fluid in it.
And another half for flavor. Sure. We'll test it. Why not?
Maybe it'll drive now.
What's the worst that's gonna happen? It explodes.
Doubtful. We're not moving just yet.
Oh, perfect.
Gotta fix the horns of the bears.
Right?
Oh, mint.
Now that it's been running a bit, this thing just starts perfectly. Whoa! Yeah.
Oh, it actually moves too.
Okay, that's definitely in here now. First, it's still a little hesitant, but
Yay.
nice.
This is
Gotta
nice.
be close. I'm a little worried about this brake situation.
We happy with the trans fluid?
It's taken us pretty much exactly 3 hours to get this thing running and driving. And it's pretty darn good. Just listen for yourselves.
Still low.
Ooh, she sounds good. Single exhaust. 2-inch all the way back. Here she goes. Woo! She's fresh. This is exciting.
Look at this guy. Allan representing. Love it.
cars are kind of big.
Did the thing.
That definitely counts.
I agree.
That definitely counts.
I agree.
Look at that. Even made some smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty decent.
I wouldn't complain.
Wow, buddy, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Wow, we got the car running. It's driving, as you saw in the video. We're just leaving Aberdeen. We're gonna head home. I will do some more walk around of the car, and probably tomorrow, and then we'll get this out, maybe Sunday. I'm hoping I can get this video out Sunday. Thank you so much to Jamie and to Allan. Allan was crucial. Jamie, of course, as Jamie, did a great job. It took us 3 hours from start to finish to put the top end back together and get it running, and it runs great. So now we need to deal with the brakes. The brakes are horrible. That's our next big push, is to fix the brakes. Once that's done, it's kind of a driver. So hopefully a little bit of a lifter tick calms down. We'll put some fresh oil in it, and I think really what it just needs is some miles. So we're gonna fill up. This is gonna hurt. Gas is obviously expensive right now, but totally worth it, right? What do you think?
I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it will be. We couldn't, like I said, couldn't be more thankful to Jamie and Allan. Appreciate it very much. Had a great day. Thank you to JW? Thank you to JW who sold us the car. Super nice guy. We're actually gonna stop and get a set of valve covers and an air cleaner that we forgot on our way home because it's on the way. And yeah, super stoked on the Satellite. Hey there. I didn't film last night when we got home. I was exhausted. It was about a 16-hour day. We left at 6 a.m. and we got home at 10. Had a great day. Had just a blast. The Satellite is home, and I figured I'd walk you around it again. I didn't have a chance. Well, I didn't take the chance to talk about it yesterday as much as I probably could have. Found this car on Facebook Marketplace. It was in Vader, Washington, which is about 2.5 hours from me in Oregon. Guy had just a couple of photos on it. It's hard to really tell kind of what it is or what it was. We messaged back and forth. He sent me some more photos. The biggest thing about it is that it didn't have the intake on it. The intake had been off. The carb had been off. He thought about 3 years was his estimate, and so that was a little concerning. First of all, it's a 73 Satellite Sebring, and actually you can see, I don't know if you can see it today in the wet, but right here there was an S on the 2 S's that you can see where the emblem should have been right there. So it's a 73 Satellite Sebring Plus. It's a 318 car. It's got an automatic transmission, and it's got an 8.25 rear end. We were able to find the tag on the rear end, and it's a 271 rear gear. So it's a total highway flyer kind of car, which that's actually okay with me because I like to drive these. My 70 Coronet has an 8.25, and it's got a 276 rear gear, and it's a runner. I drove it to Vegas from LA. If you haven't seen that video, you can go back and find that. We took it on Hot Rod Power Tour West a few years ago. But anyway, 271 rear gear. Interior is in really good shape. Look at the door panel. This is the passenger side. Obviously, carpet's not great. It could be used to be some new carpet. Dash has a couple cracks, not bad. It is an automatic on the column. It's a bench seat car. The seats have been reupholstered in kind of a darker green. It looks period correct, but it's not the correct color. That I imagine it was a little lighter factory color, but it looks like they've been recovered. Headliner, great shape. Sail panels in the back, really good shape, all there. Back seats in good shape. Interior is nice. Let me walk around to the driver's side and show you that again. Here's the driver's side. It is a factory sweep gauge car. It doesn't have the rally gauges. I love that steering wheel. My first car in high school was a 73 Dodge Dart Swinger with green interior. This is almost identical as far as color. Actually, I think it is the same color as that car. But yeah, look at the driver door panels in good shape. So very nice, very clean interior. One cool thing, a lot of the base cars, this window here does not move. But in this car, it's a roll down window. So this whole thing can be open. But the base cars and even a lot of the road runners in this year just had a fixed window. Let's pop the hood. Ooh. Hit it, buddy. Thank you. So anyway, saw it on Marketplace. Talked to the guy for a week or so. When, like I said, no intake on it, no carb, had been sitting for at least 3 years, maybe more. And then, so I went up and looked at it. It's clean as it looks. Before I get to under the hood, let's look at the body. I actually like the wheels. I think they're 90s chic. I like them. I think I'll clean them up. They're really deep dish. These front tires are a 235. Excuse me, 235 60/15 on the front, and the back's got 275 60/15s. Body's pretty good. I mean, we're just starting to, we're gonna start having some problems, but overall, see the bottom of the door, not perfect by any means, but certainly not horrible. Yeah, the back is 275 60/15s on these deep wheels. Back rear fenders, a little bit of surface. That's gonna be a problem if it doesn't get addressed. Somebody changed the deck lid, probably, maybe potentially because it was rusty. I'm glad they took the bumperettes off. It looks way better without them. Filled the holes with a couple bolts. I love the Plymouth on the back. That's super cool. Passenger side, fender, lower fender, pretty good shape. Over the fender, it does have the body mold, the wheel well molding kit. That was an option. Sorry, let me get back to this. A little bit at the bottom of the door, nothing crazy. It does have this on the passenger door. Here's probably the worst on the body, which is a couple pinholes on this side on the fender. Fender lip molding, that's the word I was looking for, is on there. That's pretty good. It does have fender mounted turn signals, which is super cool. It does have a sport mirror on the driver's side. It does have the body side molding, the rub molding, which is kind of cool. And then the top is kind of neat. where it doesn't go all the way to the edge. You can see it leaves this halo, I think is what they called it, of metal. So it doesn't actually wrap to the edge of the door frame like most, and it doesn't come down the A-pillar, which has probably saved this metal from being completely hosed. The top's not in good shape, and as a matter of fact, it's all here. It's severely cracked. There's some bubbling here, and then where it's the worst is right along this back rail. I'll hold you down there. You can probably see the rust bubbles underneath there. Not excited about taking that off. Probably not going to do that right this second, because I don't really want to get into paint and body right at the moment. But the top's not in great shape. So pretty original old car. Looks like original paint. Looks like an original top, I would say. But I think the only thing that's really truly been replaced is the interior. So then let's come up to the front. Small block 318 car. It does have power steering. It does have power brakes. It's got the smallest radiator I've ever seen. It looks like a slant 6 radiator. Jamie and I were talking about that, and Allan. That's definitely looks like a slant 6 radiator. That probably is going to get replaced. You can see where it's been leaking over here. You can see the blue and the green on there. I think that's probably short timer. So yeah, when we got it, I'll throw a couple pictures in here right now of this motor without the intake on. So I picked it up, loaded it up. The guy was firm on his price, which was about half of probably what it's worth if it had run and driven. I took a gamble that it would run. Loaded it up on the trailer. I drove up to Jamie's, which is an hour and a half from even where I was. He's about 3.5 hours away from me, 4 hours away from me. And he convinced me that we should try to make this run. And it took us 3 hours. You're going to see some footage of that in this video from me, and you're also going to see a video from Jamie, so don't remember to go check that one out. You're going to see the quickest top end slap it together, get it running that you've probably seen in a while. And it runs good, and I'm be putting some video in here of that. We got it off the trailer and drove it. Jamie drove it. Finley got to ride. What do you think, Finley?
I think this car is awesome. I'm really excited to do some more with it.
I agree with that. So it needs brake work now. The brakes are terrible. I need to do a little bit more cleaning up here on the motor, new belts, new hoses, you know, kind of your typical tune-up stuff. It is a electronic ignition car in 73. The voltage regulator was not working, so we're going to go to town and get a new voltage regulator because it was charging way too high. Needs a battery, need a battery cable. They're terrible. Look at this one. It's awful. There's the other end of it. It's horrible. But yeah, so new battery, new voltage regulator. And then it's finding brake parts. It needs a new master cylinder and booster, pretty clearly. It is a disc brake front car, so it's got discs up front, and I believe it's 10-inch drums in the rear. So yeah, it is a disc brake car, which is great. Those probably are kind of rough too. I might need to replace rotors, maybe calipers too. I don't know. Oh. Let me pop the trunk. Let me show you the trunk. This is actually good too. Most people, this would be scary otherwise. But check out the trunk. Original green paint in here. This obviously was repainted, or maybe it's the original and got painted. I can't see any. I do see a little green. Right there, maybe. So maybe they got repainted, or who knows? I don't know if it's the original, but it's black, which is annoying me. And it is missing this filler panel right here. It looks like it broke off a long time ago, so I would like to find a new filler panel. Go ahead and jump up there, Finn, and pull that carpet back. Other than some surface rust there, I mean, it is clean. You want to pull this side up for us? Really clean floor, not your typical rusted out pile. Go ahead and throw that back. It's got the original jack up there. I believe that's an original spare tire. It says GR78-14. I believe that's probably the original, or darn close. It's got the a lot of the original markings, 14-inch steelies. I mean, it's pretty cool what all is here, and how original it is. I really like the taillights in these cars, how they're Frenched into the bumpers. The reverse lights work, the brake lights, the turn signals, all of that works. You want to shut the trunk for me? All of that works, which is pretty amazing. Did we decide the gas gauge worked?
Yes.
Maybe, kinda.
Sort of.
Yep. Not 100% sure. The temp gauge isn't working, but I think that's just a sending unit problem. We'll resolve that. Here, though, is really where this gets interesting to me, and what's really important to me about old cars, and I really appreciate when people do this, and I need to do a better job of it. So I'm going to show you this. This is a notebook that was in the glove box, and the owner that I bought it from wasn't even aware that this was there. He said he had never looked at this. February 1993, February 11th of 93, this car was bought, 1973 Plymouth Satellite Sebring 2-door hardtop for $22.75. On the 12th, he gave a $100 deposit, and he had a balance of $2,050, which I don't know, maybe they did some dickering, because that doesn't exactly match up math-wise. He paid for it in full February 14th, Valentine's Day, 93, and it had 80,757 miles on it in 93. 80,000. This book is full of maintenance and repairs and fuel stops. But the most interesting one to me, September of 1996. So he bought it in 93. In September 13th of 1996 at 12:20 p.m. in the afternoon, it hit zeros again, or 100,000 miles, on the top of the Longview Rainier Bridge in Oregon. The Longview Rainier Bridge, it hit 100,000. He continued to drive it. It got a new transmission. There's notes in there for new transmission. The last listing that he put in here was in 2000 and, let's get there, maybe May of 2004. Is that it? Nope, here we go. December of 2004 was the last note in here, and it had 15,217 miles on the odometer. December 27th is the last of 2004, December 27th of 2004. So if we go around to the other side, how many miles does it show up there, Finn?
23,299.9.
23,299.9. Let's do some math here.
We'll roll it over.
You said 20,000?
23,299.
23,299.9. We'll go back to our notebook. Minus, what did I say earlier? 15,217 miles. It's driven 8,082 miles since 2004 to 2026. So in 22 years. So we'll divide this by 22. It's gone 367 miles a year for the last 22 years from this point. So the car legitimately has 123,000 original miles, which is cool. In here, there's a full rebuild on the transmission. Looks like 328 of 2002. Not very many miles on that rebuild at this point. It does shift good now that we put some juice in it. But in my opinion, and let me know in the comments what you think, but in my opinion, that makes the car worth more to me and anybody else who buys it from me should I sell it. That we know that it's essentially got 124,000 documented miles, and it's really pretty original. Paint, top, Seats have been redone. It does now, you know, obviously I have the original intake and carburetor. They're right there. I've got the original air cleaner. I'll keep all that probably tucked away. The bumperettes that were on the front of it are right there. So just absolutely cool that this car has the mileage that it has documentation, has a transmission rebuild, just a bunch of cool stuff. It still has its emissions sticker, engine 318 in LA family, timing 700 RPM, idle settings, very cool there. It does have, these are almost impossible to read at this point, but it does still have the stickers here. Sorry about the ducks, can you hear them? Hi guys. So yeah, it's a pretty cool car, and like I said, because it wasn't running, I got it for I think probably half about what it's worth, which is awesome. At this point, like I said, battery, I needs brakes, battery, the voltage regulator. I'm sure there's other things that are going to come up. I want to do, yeah, it's going to need tires. These are from 2010. Unfortunately, they look good and they've got a ton of tread, but it's going to need a new set of tires. Tires, brakes, hoses, you know, consumables, and it's going to be back on the road, and it's going to get driven, because if you follow my channel, my goal is to make them run and drive, and then put miles on them, and when I can. So let me know in the comments what you think. It doesn't have a name yet. I don't necessarily name stuff, although both of my cars have names. The 70 Coronet's C4, because it's a Coronet 440. Obviously I've got Llama Barn Valiant, and then now I've got this green machine. So thank you again to Allan. Really appreciated his help. Thank you so much, Jamie, for being willing to put in a few hours of time. It took us 3 hours to get it running. Thank you to Finley, my son, who went on the road trip with me. We were gone for 16 hours. I wore him out by the time we got home, and really appreciated his help and running around and helping me load it and unload it and back it in and all the things, being a good road trip partner. So I'm going to end it here. There is footage, like I said. I'm sure you've seen it now, but there's footage of us getting it running. But go check out Jamie's video on the car. Finish checking out this video. There'll be clips of getting it running, driving down the road. Very cool, and I'm sure you'll see more of it on the channel soon.
So what are we putting on this, Dad? Voltage regulator, a few battery cables.
So before we can get it off the trailer, I've got a new battery for it. I've got a new end for the positive, because it's pretty crusty. And then I've got a new voltage regulator, because it was way overcharging when we were messing with it. And then I've got a new negative cable. Show that negative cable again. I think we did earlier, but it's in bad shape. So we're going to try to get the charging system to work. I also have a battery tie down, or a battery hold down, I should say. Maybe tie down. Tired.
A box of goodies.
So we're going to try to get that in, and then go from there. So let's start with this, maybe. Yeah, that fits, so that's good. That's how they had it.
Let's see.
Should be another.
Wing nut.
Two of them.
There it is.
This almost doesn't fit this battery.
The tie down?
Yeah, it's very, very close to not fitting. Okay. Nice.
This thing's looking good. Right now, Ryan's getting the junk off those. And we got the new negative battery cable on. It looks so much better.
Yeah, get her cleaned up a little. So Finley's working on changing the voltage regulator. You can see the old one on the left and the new one on the right. He's going to get that on for us without dropping the bolts, right, Finley?
Alright, so we got done putting on the voltage regulator and all the battery terminals and stuff. So I think it is time to hook up the battery and see if she'll start and get her off the trailer. All right, we're getting ready to see if she'll start.
Give it some more gas. You want me to hold that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're fine. Keep going. I think the lifter tick went away. Is it charging? Wow, look at that. She's a runner.
Is it smoking?
Not right this second, but
Look.
it's still way over there. Show it.
Still pretty close, but
Is it between the middle line and the C?
yeah.
It's fine. It's actually good. A little bit of
You still got a little bit of tick
let off
left.
the gas. Keep it running. Keep it running.
Temp gauge. Looks like the fuel gauge is on. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah. Looks like it's. We're getting ready to take it off the trailer, so Ryan's unstrapping it, and we'll catch you when we're getting it off the trailer. She's running pretty good. That single exhaust doesn't sound terrible. Man, she's beautiful. Not much I can say other than a pretty good running 318. What more can you expect from an engine like this? Bulletproof. I'm curious. Let us know down in the comments what you think we should name it. I'm looking for some good names. Or we are, rather. So, put some names down in the comments and maybe we'll even choose one of them. Who knows? Such a cool car.
What do you think?
Woo. She looks good with an air cleaner.
Thing's dusty, but it'll work.
It looks alright.
Yeah. Well,
Did you grab the wrong size?
I think it's right. I think that's just kind of funny.
Stud.
Yeah. It'd be better with a wing nut.
Yeah. You get some more grip on it.
But that'll look good when we're ready for it.
Yeah. It will. Alright. We're getting her off the trailer. We're having to use the parking brake as our only brakes currently. Woo, she looks good. She's cool. Man.
All right, folks, there you have it. Finley washed it up. New battery, new voltage regulator. Look at all the marker lights work. Do the parking lights? Oh, that's a good look. Parking lights work. Do these marker lights work? Goodness gracious. What kind of car did we get here? This is too good for us, Finley. This is way too good. A little lifter tick, still smoking a little bit. How about our tail lights? Do they work? Oh yeah.
Why not?
Oh yeah. What a unit. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it very much. We'll see you next time. My goodness, what a cool car. Tucked away in the shop, ready to be worked on another day.
That was almost cool.